Hi, welcome to the Vedic Astrology New Moon forecast for this July 12th, 2018, a solar eclipse. The light of the moon has been waning. How have you been feeling? On July 12th, the moon will reach the point of complete darkness, where it cannot wane anymore and becomes conjunct the sun. And actually on July 12th there will be a solar eclipse, so the sun will be partially covered by the moon, and then it will begin to wax again after July 12th. Solar eclipses are turning points. They are shifts in a cycle, like a new moon or full moon. They always fall on new and full moons. They have this transformative and change-making energy. But solar eclipses are stronger than new moons. They are actually larger cycles, karmic cycles, you might say, because when eclipses happen, they're aligned with Rahu and Ketu, the nodes of the moon that symbolize the karmic river, the flow, the karmic axis of change and transformation. So around solar eclipse times, things may feel more edgy or strange. Occurrences might happen, unexpected shifts in situations, and also solar eclipses help us see patterns that are ready to change as well. Stagnation brings sort of a new focus and perspective, often revealing places where you may be stuck or in a rut. So the energy of solar eclipses may feel chaotic or even kind of scary, some people think, but they're excellent times to make changes in a positive direction too, if you're flexible and ready to make those changes. So this new moon solar eclipse is actually in a very auspicious nakshatra, the nakshatra of Punarvasu. Punarvasu nakshatra. Now, nakshatras are lunar mentions, Vedic lunar mentions that symbolize different phases of the moon's journey through the zodiac. And Punarvasu is a nakshatra that promises renewal. It is the star of renewal, in fact. And it brings with it the shakti of growth and substance. It's connected with rebirth, with the new dawn. And it gives a lot of innovation, inventiveness, open-mindedness. So this solar eclipse has some very positive aspects under the surface. And Jupiter, this protective and loving and compassionate, altruistic kind of guru of the zodiac, will be giving a trinal aspect or a special drishti onto Punarvasu, onto this nakshatra, this solar eclipse as well, at the time of the solar eclipse on July 12th. So what that means, well, Jupiter has a special connection to Punarvasu. It gives optimism and hope for the future. So there's a lot of potential to actually transmute the change that's happening around us right now into positive action. Punarvasu is connected with not just financial renewal, but renewals of the heart, of the health as well, recovery from illness, and also better diet, exercise regimens, things like improvements in general that we can do for ourselves on a day-to-day basis. Also, eclipses do bring an element of the strange, right? Rahu is the stranger of the zodiac. He's the one that snuck into the banquet, the foreigner, and also the one that wants to instigate change, the rebel. And this solar eclipse will be caused by Rahu, who is also very close to Mercury, and who Mercury is also in a special parivartana, mutual exchange with the moon. So there's a lot of planets here involved with the solar eclipse in an interesting way, in a very open-minded way, as Mercury finding new ways to communicate. And you do have to be careful of your words now, though, because there can be a little bit too much over-expansiveness in that area. So be mindful of your words, but be open also to how you can bridge communication gaps in innovative and new ways. Punarvasu is associated with a wonderful goddess, an ancient Vedic deity named Aditi, or Aditi. She is a mother goddess. She was said to be the mother of all creation. She is even the mother of Vishnu, and the Adityas, the sun gods, all of creation, everything. And even Brahma, who is the creator himself. So there is a sort of infinite unfolding that happens through this nakshatra, that creation creates itself as a seed, always regenerates. So Aditi, this goddess of the infinite possibility of regeneration and reformation, is connected to this solar eclipse as well. So this is a great time really to embrace change, I think, to really look at yourself, like, how can I improve things, or look at the world around you and be ready also, for anything, right? But don't fight the river here. Be flexible and keep an open mind. Okay, so let's just see what the tarot cards have to say about this solar eclipse happening in Punarvasu. Okay, so the first card that came up is the Eight of Wands. And we also have over here the Six of Swords. Interesting. Okay, so these are both cards of Mercury. And most of Punarvasu, this solar eclipse too, is in the sign of Gemini, which is ruled by Mercury. Mercury, the god of speech, and of travel, and of business. So there's a connection, I think, the cards are saying with this Mercury, especially because the Mercury will be going retrograde later on this month, and we're going to have 2 more eclipses. This is eclipse season. We're going to have a lunar eclipse on July 27th, and another solar eclipse in the first weeks of August. And during this time, Mercury will be retrograde and very close to the sun, and involved with the eclipses as well. So what does that mean? How do we communicate? How do we share our ideas with others? It could be partly that. And also there's probably a lot of traveling and movement going on in some people's lives. And so these solar eclipses may have a powerful kind of effect right now. Be mindful on those days, especially while you're traveling. The 8 also has to do with swift change, the change that happens all of a sudden, getting the rug pulled out from under you a little bit, sometimes even with eclipses. So expect the unexpected. And the second card that came up, the Priestess. A really good card. There is a lot of potential in this Punarvasu solar eclipse for coming into our power, for finding what's truly desired by our inner selves, our spirits, weeding out what's not necessary and allowing the real light to come up. Punarvasu is like the image of light after a rainstorm, or the dawning of the day. Light coming after darkness. Light brings in knowledge. It connects us to our gut feeling, our intuition of what we really know we need. And so does she. I think this helps even more with intuition in some ways, or connecting with our emotions, communicating our emotions. But again, be careful with Rahu there. You know, Rahu can be very unaware sometimes and say too much or cross boundaries. So be mindful. And finally, the 6, as I said earlier, the 6 of Swords has to do with travel as well. Maybe a lot of traveling happening out there, or plans, strategies, having a plan for change, strategizing your resources, getting things in alignment with your businesses or your investments perhaps, or just your heart, and how you give away your emotional labor or your sense of devotion. The 6 of Swords allows for a kind of new consciousness to come in, and awareness. It's very liberating. Okay, let's check this out. Allowing for change. Sometimes it's surprising. Exploring the world in new ways. Like the priestess who holds the bow and arrow of awareness. We can travel through all sorts of doubt and uncertainty to arrive whole and complete and with new consciousness of who we are and what we need and desire. And like Aditi, this goddess of infinite potential, the priestess is the mother of infinite possibility. Use this light coming forward now, the arrow of Punarvasu, to shoot through the darkness and into the dawn. Wow, that's a good one. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for this new moon reading, solar eclipse reading. I offer Vedic astrology readings one-on-one to find out really what these influences are doing on a specific level. That's really necessary. So there's a link below in the YouTube window. You can click to make a booking with me, schedule a booking online by Skype, by phone, FaceTime. I'm also available for tarot readings, and be sure to get on my newsletter, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like it, and I will see you soon for this lunar eclipse coming up. Big one on July 27th. Namaste. Take care.